in week 2. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Stafford on first down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Stafford. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game.
Gain of 7. Brings up
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Lions.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. They'll roll him out right. Out to the right to Humphries. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he stopped immediately there. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
No gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3. It's 3rd and 7.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my guys gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Packers! Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Packers 7, Lions nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they? On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
15-yard line. 2 yards.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Football's the mic. Watch Bobo. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on now, let's go.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the ball.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
40-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 33. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of
Exactly
6.
what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
Stafford's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
T.J. Hockenson.
It's funny, partner, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a 1st down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They get this out left, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Adam Humphries, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position. At the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the interception, here's Stafford. And it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, Swift. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Detroit.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. He's going to let this go deep for Allison. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Geronimo Allison, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. On first down, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers have taken the lead.
The kick is...
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 1st and 10, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Stafford. Flush to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket, unfortunately.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's taken in by Callaway. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Antonio Callaway with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Packers 28. Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
For Antonio Callaway.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
3rd down.
Now it's Stafford. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brings up
time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smoked.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Callaway with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Packers are pouring it on. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
That's the score. Packers 48, Lions 14.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
No, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 42. 16 yards, a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
44's the mic. Ready? 32. 44's the mic. Check, check. I can't believe it.
Again, it's Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's 25 yards that time.
First down, Lions.
22.
From the gun, here's Swift. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Stafford to his second-year tight end Hawkinson for a Lion first down. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown.
Touchdown.
Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, Yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a first and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's now second.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. Second and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
37-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Zadarius Smith getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Stafford now to throw. Flushed out right. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brought down at the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are in the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of it. He's got a man, complete, 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And you don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
3-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the 50, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones.
Complete to Marvin Jones.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
25 yards.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
At the
Happy for the Detroit Lions to get DeAndre Swift in the second round. Felt bad for the young man because I thought he was the best running back in the draft, and he lasted until the second round. What's happened for him? Running backs, I hate to use the word devalue, but people aren't going to take them quite.
And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown.
To number 11, Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Rodgers going to run the option here left. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively.
He's got it. And he's brought down. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Antonio Callaway taking it in. And the Packers add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense, and sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
Brings up 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week.